So the reimagining of Operation Metro, Operation Underground, finally came out today, and well, as expected, it's creating a bit of controversy already on social media. Metro was always the map that you either loved or you hated, and Underground is pretty much the same. So guys, this is BillyEatWorld again, and let's find out. Alright, so like I said, you're either going to love or you're going to hate this map. It's really as simple as that. If you've never played the original Operation Metro from Battlefield 3 or the remake from Battlefield 4, well, it was a grind fest, and this is pretty much exactly the same. It's a linear map designed around choke points, and there's really no skill required to play it. You just run towards the nearest flag, you die, you respawn, and then you do it all over again until somebody wins. And for some reason, people really like doing that. I can't imagine why, but hey, it's a fact, and that's why Metro has always been one of the most popular maps in this franchise. But anyway, what about this map? Well, there isn't much to say. It's set mostly underground, and each end of the map opens up into an outdoor urban area, which is basically the same as the original Metro maps, except what I will say is that inside in this one, there is definitely a lot more lanes available for flanking routes. Both teams can still get choked at a number of different places in Conquest and in Breakthrough, which is pretty annoying, but it's not always in the same place like it was on the original Metro map. And well, if you can make it out into those open areas, well, it's actually pretty fun, but while you're indoors, it's just MMGs, shotguns, grenades, and not much else. In all honesty though, I kind of struggle a bit to find one thing that I really like about this map, but like I said before, I know for a fact that a lot of people are really going to love it. Because some people just love that hectic chaos. They love the crush of 32 versus 32 in one small area, and in that respect, I guess it is pretty interesting. It's just that the atmosphere wears off pretty quickly. You either spend most of your time dead in the spawn screen, or you spend it camping a lane and farming kills. And it's not the first time that I've said this, but I just can't help but think maybe if there were less players, like for example in a mode like Rush, maybe it would be a better experience. But that's just my opinion, and the fact that other people have a different one just shows how diverse the Battlefield community really is. It's like when Al Sandan came out the other day, you literally had people on Twitter saying that it was the worst map in the game, at the same time as other people were saying it was the best map in the game. And that's a bit of a problem, because I think Battlefield already has an identity issue, and it seems like the last 4 maps, Lofoten, Prevents, Al Sandan, and Underground, have all been radically different. DICE is obviously trying to give everyone a little bit of something they want, but the question is that worth it if people are just going to get frustrated by all the other stuff that they don't really like? Now, the last quick thing I want to talk about in this video is whether you like the map or not. I think we can all agree that it highlights one of the biggest problems in Battlefield 5 at the moment, and that's the problem of bipod MMGs. And, you know, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and well, I think this one explains my point perfectly. Obviously, some kits and some weapon types are going to be suited for different maps, like, for example, what we saw recently with all the recon spam on Al Sandan. And now, like I said before, basically 80% of the player base is running support on Operation Underground, whether it be using the MMGs or the shotguns, and neither of those are really that healthy. Basically, every other shooter game that I play at the moment, and bearing in mind I do play mainly tactical shooters, they all limit class slots, and originally Battlefield did that as well. And even in some of the later games like Bad Company 2, there were still ways that admins could limit the amount of, for example, snipers to avoid situations in maps like this. And look, we're at a point now where it's so frustrating to some people that they're calling to nuke the MMGs, which is not a good thing in a game where people are starving for more content. You don't want to take out weapons that people like using. And that actually makes me wonder if capped class slots aren't just a simple solution to this. It might seem like an old school idea, and sure, it does limit player freedom, but it would also fix a lot of weapon balance issues without removing them or nerfing them completely from the game. But anyway, guys, that just about wraps up this quick update video. So as always, make sure you let me know what you think about any of this down below. And of course, make sure you let me know what you think of Operation Underground. Do you like this sort of gameplay or do you hate it? And how do you think it compares to the original Metro maps? As always, though, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please feel free to check out the links in the description if you want to see any more of these videos. And also, don't forget you can find my Twitter and Discord links down there as well if you want to keep in touch. And as always, until next time, see you later, and have a good one.